The house on the hill stood tall and majestic, nestled amidst a dense forest, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Its faded gray facade was adorned with ivy that seemed to creep up from the ground, as if nature itself was trying to reclaim the once grand structure. Its large windows, now cracked and broken, peered out like dark, empty eyes, casting an eerie gaze upon anyone who dared to approach. Legend had it that the house on the hill had a dark past, filled with tales of tragedy and despair. Locals whispered about the strange occurrences that took place within its walls, and many claimed to have seen ghostly apparitions wandering its halls at night. Some said that the house was cursed, while others believed it was abandoned by its owners long ago. Despite the rumors and the dilapidated state of the house, there were those who were drawn to its enigmatic allure. Curiosity piqued their interest, and they ventured to explore its secrets, braving the overgrown garden and the creaking floorboards. As they stepped inside, they were greeted by an eerie silence, broken only by the faint sound of wind rustling through the trees outside. The air was musty and damp, and cobwebs hung from the ceilings like macabre decorations. The furniture was covered in dusty sheets, as if frozen in time. As they moved through the dimly lit corridors, they couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. Shadows seemed to dance in the corners of their vision, and strange whispers echoed in their ears. Yet, they pressed on, driven by an insatiable curiosity to uncover the truth behind the house on the hill. As they ascended the grand staircase, they found a locked door that seemed to beckon them. With trembling hands, they fumbled for the key that they had found earlier, and as it turned in the lock, the door creaked open. What they found inside was a room frozen in time. It appeared to be a study, with a large oak desk covered in papers and an old-fashioned typewriter. The walls were lined with bookshelves filled with dusty tomes, and the flickering light of a lone candle illuminated the room in an eerie glow. As they approached the desk, they noticed a letter addressed to them, as if it had been waiting for their arrival. With trembling hands, they unfolded the yellowed parchment and began to read. Dear visitor. If you are reading this, it means you have been drawn to the house on the hill, as many before you have. You are not the first, nor will you be the last. This house holds many secrets, and its walls have witnessed both joy and sorrow. I am the caretaker of this house, bound to it by forces beyond my control. I have watched countless souls come and go, searching for answers, but few have found them. The truth of this house is elusive, and it will reveal itself only to those who are truly worthy. If you wish to unlock the mysteries of the house on the hill, you must seek the truth within yourself. Confront your fears, face your past, and find the courage to delve deeper. But be warned, for the answers you seek may not be what you expect. Will you be the one to break the curse that haunts this house, or will you join the ranks of those who have failed before you? The choice is yours, and your destiny awaits. Yours faithfully, the caretaker. As they finished reading the letter, a chill ran down their spine. They realized that the house on the hill was not just a physical structure, but a metaphor for the mysteries and challenges of life itself. It was a journey of self-discovery, where the answers lay within. Deeply intrigued by the letter, they felt a sense of determination well up within them. They realized that they had come to the house on the hill not just out of curiosity, but with a deeper purpose. They were determined to uncover the truth and break the curse that seemed to linger over the house. With renewed resolve, they began their exploration in earnest. They searched every nook and cranny, delving into the history of the house and uncovering fragments of its past. They found old journals, yellowed photographs, and forgotten trinkets that hinted at the lives that had once inhabited the house. As they ventured further, they encountered strange occurrences. Doors would creak open on their own, and whispers seemed to echo through the halls. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and they felt a constant sense of being watched. But they pressed on, undeterred, determined to unlock the mysteries that lay within. One night, as they were exploring the attic, they stumbled upon a hidden passage behind a bookshelf. With trepidation, they followed the narrow, winding path, guided only by the flickering light of their flashlight. The air grew colder, and the walls seemed to close in on them, but they persisted, driven by their unwavering resolve. Finally, they reached a hidden chamber at the end of the passage. The room was shrouded in darkness, and they could feel a palpable sense of foreboding. But they knew that this was where the truth awaited them. As they cautiously stepped into the room, the door slammed shut behind them, plunging them into total darkness. Panic threatened to engulf them, but they took a deep breath and summoned their courage. They knew they had come this far and could not turn back now. They felt their way around the room, their hands brushing against cold, rough walls. They stumbled upon an old pedestal, and as they touched it, it lit up with an otherworldly glow. Illuminated by the mysterious light, they saw a pedestal with a single, ornate key resting upon it. With trembling hands, they picked up the key and approached a locked chest that stood in the center of the room. As they inserted the key into the lock, the chest creaked open, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside, they found a dusty journal, its pages filled with the scribblings of the previous inhabitants of the house on the hill. The journal spoke of a tragedy that had befallen the house many years ago, and how the curse had taken hold, trapping the souls of the past within its walls. Driven by compassion, they read on, uncovering the story of lost love, betrayal, and unresolved pain. They realized that the curse could only be broken by confronting the painful truth that had been buried for so long. With a heavy heart, they made their way back to the main hall of the house, where they found a hidden room that had been locked away for decades. Inside, they found the spirit of a lost soul, tormented by regret and sorrow. With compassion and understanding, they listened to the spirit's story, offering forgiveness and empathy. As they did so, the curse that had plagued the house on the hill began to lift. The house seemed to sigh with relief, and the shadows dissipated. The atmosphere lightened, and the air felt less oppressive. In the end, the spirit found peace, and the house on the hill seemed to come back to life. The once faded gray facade regained its former glory, and the broken windows were replaced with clear glass that let in the sunlight. As they walked out of the house on the hill, they knew that they had not only uncovered the truth behind its mysteries, but they had also found something within themselves that they hadn't expected. They had learned the power of compassion, forgiveness, and empathy in healing wounds that had been buried for years. They had also realized that sometimes the answers to our deepest questions lie within us, waiting to be discovered through perseverance and determination. News of their success spread, and the house on the hill became a symbol of hope and redemption. People from all over the world came to visit, curious to see the house that had once been shrouded in mystery and darkness but had now been restored to its former glory. With the curse lifted, the house on the hill thrived once again. It became a place where people could find solace, inspiration, and a sense of peace. Many claimed to have witnessed the spirits of the past inhabitants finally finding rest and moving on, their souls released from the confines of the curse. In recognition of their role in breaking the curse and restoring the house on the hill, they were hailed as heroes. But for them, the true reward was the sense of fulfillment and purpose they had found in helping others and making a positive impact. Years passed, and they moved on with their life, but the memories of the house on the hill and the lessons they had learned there remained with them forever. They often thought back to their time in the house, marveling at how a simple curiosity had turned into a life-changing journey of self-discovery and redemption. One day, they received another letter, this time from the current owner of the house on the hill. The owner expressed their gratitude for the help they had received and invited them to visit once again. Curious and nostalgic, They accepted the invitation, eager to see how the house had flourished since their last visit. As they arrived at the house on the hill, they were greeted with warmth and gratitude. The owner showed them around, pointing out the changes and improvements that had been made to the house. They listened to the stories of the visitors who had found solace within its walls and the tales of the spirits who had finally found peace. As they stood in the main hall, bathed in the warm glow of sunlight, they realized that the house on the hill had become a beacon of hope and healing for many. They knew that their journey to uncover the truth and break the curse had not only changed their own life, but had also touched the lives of countless others. With a grateful heart, they bid farewell to the house on the hill, knowing that its legacy would live on for generations to come. As they walked away, they carried with them the memories of their extraordinary adventure and the valuable lessons they had learned about the power of compassion, forgiveness, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The house on the hill would forever hold a special place in their heart, a testament to the remarkable journey that had transformed their life in ways they could never have imagined.